Okay, folks, we're going to get this introduction stuff done quick because I want to get into the meat of what I intend to do with my new company, Team America LLC. Now, I formed Team America LLC to help people bring democracy home to their local neighborhoods. Okay, we can't change anything in Washington, and this isn't a left or right thing anymore. It's not a Democrat or Republican thing. It's not liberals against conservatives or progressives or any of that stuff, or Marxists or socialism. What we have is a situation with globalism and corporatism that is actually taking over our country. And they've got it all the way down to the local level, and there's corruption everywhere. And that's where we've got to start, folks. And so what I've decided to do is form this LLC. I'm not asking for any money, although at some point contributions may be solicited once we get up and rolling to cover some of the expenses. Right now, I'm bearing the expenses. And what we've already done is we've produced a number of petitions for paper ballots, Second Amendment, that sort of thing, going to the governor. And you can download them, print them. They've only got room for 10 or 11 signatures. Get your family to fill them out and send them back to our address. And we will assimilate the signatures here. And we will also ask if you voluntarily put it here for an email where we can get a hold of you, so that when we decide to take 5,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 signatures up to Governor DeSantis, perhaps we could do it on a weekend where everybody that's interested could take a drive up to Tallahassee, and we could have a party on the Capitol steps. Now, I'm talking about nonviolence here, folks. I'm strictly nonviolent. I need your help, though. I need your help to do this, to distribute petitions, okay? Here in Hernando County, Florida, where I live, we have a situation with the electrical co-op where we have the trustees that elect themselves to their positions for a new 3-year term and don't really tell anybody and just do it. And nobody says anything. Well, these people are in good paying positions. And while I'm not unhappy with the cost of my electricity, which has been relatively cheap because of, I guess, the co-op and the fine management that these people are doing, nevertheless, I think that as a member of a co-op, it's time that we take a look at some of these trustees that have been there for a long time. But that's something that I'm working on, and I need help. I need researchers. We need writers. We need people to man petition tables. Okay? Now, this means lots of retired people. Don't tell me, retired people, oh, I want to do something, and then give me an email, and then we never hear from you again, okay? What we need is people to say, yeah, this official is a crook, and we've got to get him. Well, why is that person a crook? Well, they did this, this, and this, and they're not working for the people. All right, well, how are we going to do it? Let's come up with a plan, and we'll go after them locally. You put a little pressure on people, you can get what you want. They work for us. They don't think they do that. They think that we work for them and that they can dictate. It's just like yesterday, our governor here in Florida issued an executive order saying that we won't have masks in any governmental Florida governmental spaces. Well, that includes the schools, but we've got school boards all over Florida that are saying, "Oh no, it doesn't include us." Who do these people think they are? They're not health officials, and they're going with stuff from the World Health Organization that we just rejoined, a crooked World Health, the United Nations. We're going to go with their recommendations, or the CDC, which is a government agency, but is so highly funded by Big Pharma that you could hardly call it a fair and balanced operation. Okay, folks, you got to turn off Fox News. You got to turn off your TVs, really. If you want truth, you're going to find it in the alternative media. And I hope to help with a little bit of that, although there's a lot of people that do this a lot better than me in terms of dealing with real national news, not the crap that you're hearing on your TV sets. So turn them off. There's no reason for anybody, whether you're a Democrat, or you believe yourself to be a lefty, to be watching Rachel Maddow. She's been lying to you for years about this Russia thing. There was nothing to it, folks. They made it all up. She made $13 million a year to lie to you. And then your party, the Democratic Party, was my party at one time, okay? I've been a Republican, I've been a Democrat, I've been them all. And I'm finding that none of them are any good. When the Democrats are in, they say we're going to take your guns, but they never do. When the Republicans are in, they say we're going to end abortion, but they never do. Why is that? Why is that? Because they're only working to maintain their own interest. It's all just a money game, folks, and they're all bought and sold. So we got to do something about it. Now, I have another complaint here against the social media, censorship, next door. Okay, if you're using Facebook or these outfits that censor, get off of them. Well, number one, they're spying on you. Number two, they're not allowing free speech. How can it be a discussion of ideas? Oh, well, you have friends on Facebook. Well, tell them to move to something, learn a new system. We all have to do that. I'm having to learn a whole bunch of new stuff. I've been trying to learn how to do this camera so that I could do better videos. But nothing's happening with that because I'm technologically, shall we say, not real sharp technologically, but I'm a good letter writer. And you can see by this complaint that went to our state attorney general, who seems to be virtually worthless here in Florida, Miss Moody, okay, that I do thorough work. So let me help you. And I will put the information on Team America LLC in the show notes. We'll get this show on the road in the future. I'll have symposiums, not symposiums. I'll have little video lectures, basically, to teach a number of things about history that need to be taught. I'm finding that a lot of people my age and even younger, my age and older, that should know better, and the younger people haven't been around long enough to know that we're seeing a repeat of stuff we've seen before. This is all a repeat of history, okay? And it's nothing new, but it seems new to them, okay? And that's why we have to educate them, older people. We need to straighten out what's going on in our schools. We need to straighten out what's going on with all these wars. We need to stop this spying. We need to return to the Constitution, and that starts locally. We have a Florida Constitution. These people next door are not allowed to spy. They're not allowed to censor. They're not covered by Section 230. And if you don't know what that is, you'll have to watch a future video. We might cover that. Okay? They're not allowed to violate the Florida Constitution. Okay? And Miss Moody, it's time you shut these people down. Governor DeSantis, if people are defying your order from yesterday, shut them down. Call in the state Board of Education, whoever's the head of the schools in the state, and give them a day. Say, you call these people and tell them they won't have jobs tomorrow if they don't implement my order. That's how it's done. And people that are watching this, if the governor doesn't do that, don't be saying, well, the governor tried, he did this and that. No, we got to back him up. We got to push him. And backing him up is by pushing him, okay? He needs to know that he's got signatures and people and voters behind him that are saying, fix this situation now. And then he can go to the state attorney general and say, Miss Moody, I'm tired of you sitting around not doing anything. Prosecute these people that are violating the laws of the state of Florida. Prosecute. Go after them. And that's what we need to do, folks. So with that, this is almost 10 minutes. That's way more than I intended to talk for this, but this is about the 20th time that I've tried to do something as an introductory video, and this one's going to go. I don't care how bad it is. I hope you'll watch the next one, and we will talk about other subjects. In the meantime, to get a hold of us, to get petitions that we've already done, to talk to us, whatever. The information will be in the show notes. Have a great day. Let's take our country back, folks. Let's take our country back.